Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Empyrean Galactic Survival episode 34. I'm Ligmace and today we're looking at our ship. Actually, we're not right now this very second looking at our ship. This is the same spot we always look at when we start lately. This is our ship. It's changed color. It's the color scheme came together for a reason, even though I didn't realize it at the time. I just picked up the video card for the new computer that I'm building, and it's the black and green brand, and it just kind of worked itself into the color scheme for the new ship. It's basically done. There's a few things that I want to change, a few things that I want to add, but they're in the nice to have things category, not the must do things category, so we're all right for now. We're going to take a look at that, but before we do, it's a little bit early to be taking... I got to show you this new little doodad that was just added to the game. It's a motorcycle. As you can see, it's kind of silly right now. I could see with upgraded versions of this having a motorcycle that I would carry around with me at all times to get around these massive bases that I've been building lately and save a little bit of time that way. But I think it's just a really fun idea to add to the game, and it was just added in the anniversary patch very recently. There's a lot of things that were added with the patch that won't actually show up in my game until I basically migrate my game assets to a new game setup. Basically, I would have to start over and I would just bring my ships and my bases and stuff and get them all set up. And I'm not going to do that until I get the new computer built, and then we can just I can get all the drives and the directories and everything, the destinations set up the way that I want them all in one go. And then that will be sort of the plan as far as all that goes. But there's definitely a lot that's been added. That a lot of it is cosmetic, a lot is you know, making things look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more interesting. So this is our ship, and we're just going to do a quick look at it with the drone because it's easy, and then we can actually switch to the exterior view when we get into the ship and take off. But you can see here we've added a bunch more guns. We've got these two, and then there's a row of 3, one on either side, and then the one guy in the middle, and then we've got the 2 in the back on the top and 2 in the bottom. So there's a total of 10 minigun turrets on here right now, 1 plasma turret, which is right there, and the 2 pulse lasers on the underside of the bridge section down under here will eventually become 4 once we have the materials to make the other 2, and will have to be slightly relocated because they're kind of vulnerable where they are now. So that's kind of where we're going with it. Now, the thing that I want to do today is go test this guy out, but there's been a little bit of a problem. I actually tried this a little bit earlier, and even though I was within 450 meters of my target, I couldn't hit anything with the minigun turrets. I wasn't damaging anything. I could shoot at the blocks in the structure and it would do no damage. I could shoot at the turrets on the structure, it would do no damage. So I don't know if it may be a bug. We're going to try. We're going to head back to where I was, and we're going to see if we can't convince the turrets on this Xenu Armory Mark 1 to get off so that we can get in there and clear it out and take all the loot for ourselves. There's a reason we're doing this one specifically. One, it's all by itself, makes it very simple and straightforward to approach. Also, the 2 iron nodes that I cleared out were in and about this area here. And the one that was around here, as I started to get towards the bottom of it, this guy was actually shooting through the mountain into the giant hole that I had dug and was hitting me from there. And I was like, you jerk, why are you hitting me from there? That's not fair at all. So he's first on the list. Now what we'll do, a couple other minor changes that I made. We have direct access to the bridge from here, provided we have our jetpack on. I changed the interior textures. I didn't do anything in the exterior textures yet, but the interior having the same texture for the combat steel as the exterior was just too samey. I really felt the need to change it up, so we changed it all. All the visible spots are the smoother, or I guess less welded steel panels, and the walkways are this textured kind of steel sort of thing that's a slightly different shade of gray. We also have this elevator here that puts us on top, right next to the guns, so that we can switch to our sniper rifle or whatever gun we happen to have handy and take a look at what we're shooting at, because we still don't have any kind of enhanced optics for turrets. I'm hopeful that someday we will, but for now we kind of have to make do with what we've got. So we're going to hop in here. We're going to turn on our thrusters. We're going to, oh, I think, right, so we've got the external view, where we can get a much better view of the ship. It didn't actually turn out the way I was sort of expecting it to. It's a fair bit longer than I sort of had in mind, but I got sort of stuck in the idea of having the hangar in the back, even though it's really only large enough for one ship. And also that extended section where the garden is, and everything beneath the garden. But overall, it's not bad. I kind of like it a little bit more than the original Capital design. And now all we can really do with this guy is head off into the wild blue yonder and see if we can't actually do some damage to this armory. This thing's got good speed, it's got good handling, it's got plenty of power generation, but it sucks the fuel. I added 12 additional tier 3 fuel tanks to this thing so that it could keep me up in the air for greater than 20 minutes. Now they're not all full right now. I didn't actually have enough packs that I was willing to bring onto the ship. So by the time we get them all full with some in reserve, we should be in good shape. So I think, yeah, that's the guy right there. That's the culprit. We're going to get close. We're going to drop to the ground. We're going to turn off our thrusters so that we don't have to worry about using up all our fuel while we do horrible things to this guy. And then we're going to jump up on top and we're going to take a look at what we got before we start shooting at it. Now, actually, the nice thing about approaching at this particular time is we got a little bit of light so that we can see very clearly if he starts shooting it at us. And the day is just about to start over here in the next couple of minutes. So between the two, I kind of feel like we're in a good spot. Feels like the ground is very uneven. Yes, the ground where I am is very uneven. There we go. Where is... Turn off the thrusters. Extend that guy. Actually, I'm going to leave that for now. There's some sort of bad guy down on the ground and he's running around trying to get to me. I feel pretty confident that if I just ignore him, there's not much that he's going to be able to do. So you can see now we're 429 meters from this thing. Yeah, there's definitely something under the ship, but I'm a little bit nervous that he's going to start passing through the ship to get up to me. We'll just have to keep an eye out. So what we want to do is we'll get rid of the obligatory scope pause. So we've got a turret right there. You can tell by the little green bits. And there should be, there's another one right there. You can't really see it very clearly because we can't see the green bits from here, but it's there. Now you have to understand that the minigun turrets have a range of 850 meters. So they should have no difficulty reaching these guys without much fall off. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to assume that if we put ourselves into the control seat and hop into the turret, that we're going to be able to hit the parts of the ship that we need to hit, or the parts of the base And this is one of them. Just have to reload, or load, I guess, for the first time. Alright, so the game crashed, and we were kind of just up in there when it crashed. So I loaded back in, and I started recording from up in there, and it crashed again. And then as I was exiting the game, forcibly, I noticed, based on the image left on the screen, that my oxygen and food were low, so I decided to come back to our capital ship and top up. And now we're going to make another attempt at getting into this armory. We can hear the bad guys. The bad guys are all just very happy to be wandering around making as much noise as possible. The exterior defenses are gone. Both of the turrets have been destroyed, and as far as I know, there are only 2. We did check very carefully. We also checked the containers on that one little spot that we were in. There were 12 containers that we had immediate access to, and they were all empty. So that's something else. I'm looking for a door. Oh, look at this. We may have found it. We may have found it. Yes. In fact, there's a bad guy on the other side of that door. Yeah, and he's a bad guy with a gun. Oh. Didn't have quite enough to polish off 2 of them, which is okay. Wow. That explains a lot of the noise. Holy crap. That's right. All with my pistol. Get out of here. Oh. I like the rate of fire on this pistol. It makes it very fun. Excellent. So, what is that? A credit card. That's right, we came all this way to jack these guys for their credit cards. And we'll take all of their medicine and ammunition as well. Makes it feel less like storming an alien outpost and more like a gang war. Oh, there we go. Mostly the food that I'm happy for, because I didn't bring a lot. I'm pretty sure I brought enough, but it wasn't a lot. And I'm hoping that the thing that was causing that crash is going to not cause that crash anymore. Oh, hello. Happy to have seen that guy early. Oh, look at all the containers. And they're the fun colors, too. Not the most fun color. It could be way worse. There we go. So far, so good. Hello. I don't know. Oh, that was a cargo container that I just blew up. Damn it. I could have sworn that I was right on target with those shots, too. The spawner in there is just going absolutely crazy. Oh, hello. Sucks to be a guy getting stuck on a corner like that. There goes the robot noisemakers. Oh, that's the peace and quiet at last. Whoa. Holy crap. There's another one. He beats me out with his silence. There we go. Wow. They're just all over the damn place. Something happened that I never thought would happen. I've run out of ammunition for my pistol. What is the world coming to? Look at all these guys. Wow. Just like a little army here. I wonder if they changed the spawn rules as part of the big patch. I could see that. And what else I could see? Having to use a lot of ammunition to get this thing destroyed. There we go. Look at all of these robot corpses. And of course they're full of crap. Actually, that's not true. There's more ammunition for our pistol here. All the crafting bits. I wonder if we'll be able to make our own creepy defense robots at some point in the future. And have them just wander the halls of our ships. I don't even know if that would even be worthwhile doing. Maybe multiplayer for PvP. So let's just start the methodical process. What do we got here? Oh, the good stuff. Some of the not good stuff. We'll leave that there for now. It's not really that important. Oh, look at all this. Not especially attractive. We're just going to go through and find the stuff that is the most attractive, and then we'll take it back to our ship. Oh, hello. Haha, now you're our friend, Sentry Gun Alien. I don't know if there was anything in the one that was here. I just know that I blew it up. Not my brightest move. Wouldn't be surprised if all of these are empty. And this guy, what's this here? This is just some strange alien hoopajoop. Not sure. Okay. The easiest way to keep track of what you have and have not looted is to dismantle the stuff that you have. That's the best thing for that turret, is to become parts in my inventory. At least then it gets to be useful. And one last... Oh, this guy. Hiding in here, offering gold. Oh yeah, this is the stuff that you can use for part of the new economy. The economic business. Look at that. We went from no ammunition whatsoever for our pistol to 1.5 stacks. Just looting the guys that were lying around. We've got our credit card. We've got our gold. Now we've got our gold. We're going to leave behind some of that. And not leaving behind our motorcycle, that's for sure. Definitely won't leave behind that. I want to make sure we get those. Alright, so we're done pillaging the Xenu Armory Mark 1. I hear footsteps. No, I don't. the sound effects in this game are designed specifically to make people paranoid. I'm sure of it. We didn't get much out of it. I was a little bit hoping for maybe something in the epic weapon sort of category, but given that it only had 2 turrets on exterior defense, and we didn't have too much difficulty with the bad guys that were inside, despite the fact that there were a ton of them, I guess we can't be too disappointed with the outcome. We got a little bit of something. Ship seems to work all right. We're going to take it back to the base. We're going to check on it, make sure that everything is in working order, make some probably some minor adjustments, possibly some additions, and then we're going to head off to the spot that's got... Let's see if I can find it here relatively quickly. There's this here, which is a Xenu power station. That could be interesting. And there's another iron deposit. We're almost out of iron again. The ship took a lot of iron to build. It should be... I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Here, look at this. We've got over here the spaceport, which is obviously very separate from this up here, which is another spaceport. Can expect to find troop transports coming and going. A drone base. Unknown artifact, and then there was another base, I'm pretty sure, over in this area here. So this is going to be the challenging spot, is getting through here, getting all the turrets off the different buildings without getting caught in the crossfire, and then proceeding to clear the buildings and take whatever is in them for our own. So we're going to do that in the next episode, and we're probably going to ride our motorcycle a little bit just because, and we'll continue from there. We'll see what's left on Omicron for us to explore and exploit. If you want to be notified about those videos, you can always subscribe to my channel or follow me on social media. Links for social media always in the information section below the video. Feel free to leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.